Oh, high school sweethearts think the same. I'm in high school right now, 17, since I haven't had sex. I see what these niggas who were having sex in high schools think about life. The Spectrum, Jubilee Media. No. Hey, where do you stand, nigga? Gang, gang, nigga. With a gang.
I grew up on Disney and
Okay. No spoilers.
It was love at first sight. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, it's W because you also weren't there.
I saw him in a grocery store when I was 15.
Nigga, you been fucking that shit since you were 15 years old?
I saw her and she was a customer, and I was a stock boy, and so
Wait,
I stalked her.
what? What? Wait, will you? Nigga, what? Context.
Aisle 8, the cheese aisle.
The fuck? Okay.
So yeah, I totally fell in love with her.
Yo.
The whole entire school year, I sat right next to him, and I didn't say not one word to him.
Yeah.
One of the last days of school, we were just doing our work, and he started singing. So I actually fell in love with his voice before
Oh my god.
before anything.
Hey. That shit.
It took us 2 years for us to start dating, so.
We've known each other like for so long, since second grade. I mean, I had several crushes on her like growing up.
Fifth grade, I remember I really had a crush on him, but then my attraction towards him like wavered throughout the years. But I think it was more of like a feeling that like the feeling of love towards him was like kind of always there.
Not married? No, she don't ring, twin.
For us, we were 15, sophomore year of high school. We
Damn.
sat in like diagonals. We would like always look at each other and make eye contact from across the room, but nobody like pursued anything. So that's why it kind of went to somewhat, because it was always there, but we didn't actually act on it until later on.
Okay.
I said I love you first.
Okay, the men are gonna go to the right here. And you might be saying it's crazy. Pussy.
2,
Pussy changed.
1.
Yeah, to the right. To the right. To the right. Are you the same nigga who said it was on aisle 8, the cheese aisle? How the fuck? And then you're okay.
It was 30 years ago, you know.
30 years ago?
Yep. I said it.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. And then she said it right after, so I said it first, so.
I don't know. It caught me off guard, honestly. Like I was like, "What? Oh, I love you too."
It's fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love like mixed relationships, but you might have to leave. Cause like the way she just laughing and shit, like, I don't
I
like
definitely said it first, and then I remember I was like, "Did you hear what I just said?" Because she wasn't saying anything at all. I was like, "Oh no," and then you're like, "Yeah, I love you too."
I think I loved her first, but I didn't say it first. I think she said it first.
I probably did, but I just don't remember.
I'm more
The
reserved,
moment.
so I wouldn't have said
that.
it
It was
first.
4 years ago.
You're never too young to fall in love. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. See how confused she is answering this question? That's fucked up.
Too young is like, I don't know, 5, 6, before you really understand what love is.
You
But
don't know-
once you like
Come on,
old
come on.
enough to
Real shit, you don't know what love is until you get your heart broken. You might be saying, "Damn, nigga, what's wrong with you? You sound sad as fuck." But no, I feel like it's that pain from love, and that love that you have for that person that really makes you understand what love is. Cause like you can get into a relationship with somebody and tell you that person you love them all the time, and y'all break up, and like after you break up, you be like, "Yo, I'm cool. So I'm gonna go tell this other girl tomorrow," type shit. But you know you love somebody when even when like y'all broke up. Like, you really be like, damn, that shit really over. All this time I put into it, that shit really done. And then, like, when all your homeboys and like your friends just be like, yo, let's go out, let's go somewhere, let's do this, let's go out with these people, let's go do this double date shit, this double move shit, like a 2-man or something. And then after 2-man, you just thinking about like, damn, like, yo, like, fuck. That's when you know, well. And then like, and also I feel like it's when like after that, like obviously you're over, but you still have love for that person. Like you might not love that person as much, but you still like, yeah, I hope life is going well for you. But you see, that's for the regular people. Me personally, I never hope you're successful or happy in your life. I actually want you to be sadder. Like as depressed, like you might not be the reason why I'm this depressed now, but for some odd reason, I want you to be more depressed than that. So that's just me though.
Like start thinking about having like a boyfriend, girlfriend situation. Like I think then you start to understand what love is and like that feeling that you get inside your chest.
I agree, so I'm gonna move over here. I feel like the reason I was there was because I was thinking like super young, but obviously no 6-year-old's gonna be falling in love.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me, one of the struggles has been like losing the stigma of like being too young to be in love, where people are like, oh, you don't know, like you don't really know. But I feel like it's a feeling and you feel it, and it doesn't matter how old you are. If you met the person that you're in love with, then you're in love with that person.
Facts.
I always saw myself marrying my high school sweetheart.
No.
3,
Good shit, twin. Good shit.
2, 1.
You better walk to the left.
I grew up on Disney and like, you know, I always, you know, thought like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna meet the love of my life in high school and like head in the clouds, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a romantic, so I always wanted to marry like my high school sweetheart. I was always like, I hope I fall in love young and meet somebody, and then I was lucky enough to have it happen.
My parents taught me growing up, they had always said, you know, like, make yourself established first, get a job, and then you can find
Then you
somebody.
can
So
fuck some bitches.
I think that's kind of why I'm here right here in the disagree.
I just distinctly remember like conversations with her. I want to marry you, blah, blah, blah. Like not really understanding the weight of that. But at the same time, it's like when you have something so perfect right in front of you, why would you mess with anything else?
Facts.
All of my family, they all met in high school, married their high school sweetheart. So it wasn't that it was foreign to me, but I knew when I met him, when I would write his name on my peachy folder, that's when it kind of came alive for me.
I didn't think I would be married at 21, which is a really young age. Plans changed, and we decided that we were going to get married at 21, and she was 19.
I mean, like, boys in high school were always like not the best, you know, like it's just like it's young, like we're so young. Like I was like, am I gonna marry this guy? Like I don't know. When I was in high school, I did have that feeling like I'm gonna marry him. Like even though we weren't together, I was like, I have a feeling like at the end of this, like I was gonna marry him. We're not married yet, but so eventually.
Yeah.
There was a time in the past where I thought we might break up.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
I've been talking for years, nigga. You better take your ass to agree. That's because that shit is new for them.
Being in a relationship for a long time, everyone gets in fights, and that's like a healthy and kind of negative part of a relationship. But personally, I view fights and arguments as kind of like building together with us. Like, yeah, there were times where we had, you know, pretty heavy arguments, but I think deep down I knew that we were still going to make it together.
I feel like we went from being children to being adults together. Obviously, there's going to be problems. You have to figure that out along the way. And I think that being at the breaking point, being like, I don't know if I can do this anymore, but then still choosing to be together is what makes you strong and is what makes you realize, like, this is the person, because a lot of people tend to give up, but I never wanted to give up. And I was like, no, like, I want him and only him.
Why are you standing over there?
I would always say, like, I had so much growing up to do when I was younger, just like mental health wise and just everything, that I just felt like I was a burden to you, or that I was like causing you a lot of pain. You know, like, oh my God, I don't want to cry. But, you know, like just being a negative energy in your sphere. So I thought,
You won't cry right now.
you know, it's better for me
Look at this nigga. This nigga looks so neutral.
just not to be with you so you could be happier. But then I stuck it through, you stuck through. That's the amazing part. It's like you stuck through, and
God damn, Corey, can't
you like even through all my ups and downs, you're always there to get me through it, and just were always there, even though I was just like, could be really mean or it could be very negative. But now we're in a better place where you've like taught me how to grow and stuff. So that's why I was like strongly agree, not because it was never anything you did, it was more for me to like find myself and not have to hurt you in the process.
Damn, Shawty is crying.
I mean, for our first year, it was rough. Like, we were just like ships passing in the night. I mean, he was full-time working, full-time in college.
At 15? Wait a minute, he's a fucking offender. I knew it. What?
Going to school, working, and the challenges of being...
Wait, no, I'm not gonna skip past that. What the fuck is this?
You know, young new parents, and it was just...
Parents?
It was a rough first year, and I think...
Parents? That's why I was together for so long, because you nutted in the bitch, bro. You're a demon. You're a demon.
There was a point where we both, I think, that we both kind of thought, like, are we going to make this?
There was one distinct night where we fought so bad because, I mean, it was just a boiling point where our first son, I had his right hand, she had his left hand, and we were tugging at him. He's going with me. No, he's going with me. But we didn't want to leave because we wanted to be with our son. Yeah. So that night we actually stayed. And that was like a defining moment where like, okay, we're going to work this out because we have to work it out for our family.
Building a family is an important part of our relationship to me.
Agree.
3, 2, 1.
She wants to have a baby. Nigga, fuck your baby. Jesus Christ.
I mean, for me, this is a no-brainer. I mean, growing up, I always had this dream of like, I'm gonna have this big family, and it's almost like I just feel like I'm living out this dream. I mean, I know it sounds so simple, but it is literally having children. I mean, we've had a lot of losses also. Sorry.
Oh, miscarriages.
Yeah, we've had 4 children here. We have 4 in heaven.
A tough subject. I don't know if I could talk about that. I do want to add though. So, were you guys planning on having 8 kids? If so, what was the thought process behind that, and how much money do you niggas make annually together? Just because, like, you're just making it sound like you wanted to have all 8 of those kids. I mean, obviously miscarriages are unfortunate, and I'm so sorry for your loss. But my idea was, would you have had those kids after those miscarriages or not? Sorry.
And for us, it was never easy to get pregnant. And when we did, it was such a gift.
From God.
Sorry.
Praise the Lord.
I don't mean to be so emotional.
It's fine.
But my kids, my grandkids.
You want to cry. Your ass is waiting to cry since the last question.
Kids, now we have a daughter-in-law. I mean, it literally makes my heart so happy when I see them when they walk through the door. I mean, I feel like those are some of our happiest times, just when our children and our family is all together. It's amazing.
That is truly inspiring.
Yo, that camera there guy is a dickhead.
Like, I truly want to be like, you want to grow up? Like, right now, at the moment, like, you are my family.
Oh, yeah.
I've always had a big family.
Yeah.
So that's something that I've always inspired to have.
Damn.
And I couldn't imagine doing that with anyone else besides you.
Damn. She just proposed to this nigga.
So.
Yes, well.
Yeah.
The reason I feel like...
Yeah, that eye contact, that nigga hard. Cause I'm hard. I would feel hard as fuck. I would really so hard. They should have looked at me like, yo, chill, we did in the video.
Like, we love each other so much and stay together is because we envision a future of building a family, having a healthy household. And
We want to be able to cultivate an environment, see how we do as parents. I think that's what's so exciting about our future is like, how do we break any generational curses and all that stuff? Yeah, and just, become
I think about single parents.
Parents that, have really healthy relationships with their kids, and so that's what I'm super excited for in the future. Yeah.
Obviously, we live with our families, so our family relationship is based on them. But I want to build one with you.
Damn.
And obviously,
yo, what's up with this high tolerant blitzing that's going on? You're already together, nigga. Stop being so sentimental. I hate that shit.
I'm so in love with him. Like, how could I not want to have a kid with him?
Wow. I ain't gonna lie. A shawty to say I'm so in love with you is so crazy, twin. None heard tonight, Will. None heard tonight, Will. Take a chance from God. Nowhere
You know? So like I want to have family, like have my kids' names picked out already. Like I've been there.
Kind of have our own identity.
Yeah.
This is my favorite time in our relationship.
No.
3, 2,
Honeymoon phase is the best phase.
1.
Oh, he's finna say some sentimental shit like, I want the future. The future has something better than hold.
We recently went through a rough patch. We're like on the up now, but I feel like we're still there kind of. We're still trying to work through it. So I feel like we've had better moments, but I'm glad that it did happen because now it's only going to make us stronger and we're only going to go up from here.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go with just the cliche answer that, you know, every moment is my favorite moment with her, regardless of whether we're mad at each other or happy. It's just always my favorite.
We've like lived in the same hometown for like years, especially like after college, and this past September we finally moved in together, and that was like the biggest milestone for us. We're like, finally, like we don't have to travel 10 minutes to see each other every time or like sleep over at each other's house, but now we get to live together and like experience like every moment together, whether it's like going to the restroom, like sleeping together, you know.
Going to the restroom.
You know, but like it's just like I get to spend every time with him, and so I think that's helped our relationship so much. We get to
So
like
happy.
experience life together, and I think that's just such a fun, happy moment, and I think it could only go up from here.
34 years together is a long time, so there's a lot of different phases that we went through. Like we still have 2 kids at home, and now 2 kids are out. But when we had like the 4 kids at home and just a family, it was just so incredible. And now it's just another phase where it's just we have a lot more time together and we can do a lot of fun stuff, but it's kind of hard to discount all that other hardships and some of the really cool things that we did in the past.
There is nothing that tops that feeling of when all your children are in, you know, with their home, or like recently we just had a dinner when all our kids were there, and oh, that's good.
Right now, we are like going through a little rough path with my family issue. So I think we spend lesser time from what we used to have with each other.
And I'm so happy like we are able to come here today. And we're in California because we're not from Cali. So like getting the chance to like travel and just like live in the moment, and we have so much more coming and so many more memories that we can make. But right now, at the moment, at the point of our lives, we have some stuff we got to work out, you know. But at the end of the day, it's more memories, and we're gonna get through it. So.
That'll be a video. Hope you guys. I'm sorry I wasn't really active. It's just I like hearing these stories. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys tomorrow.